Hey, I'm Brian from BMA Comics Con, and today we're going to take a look at Superman number 8, The Unity Saga, The House of El, Part 2. In previous Superman comics, Lois and Jon left Superman alone on Earth as they followed Jor-El on an adventure. Lois returned to Earth leaving her son with Jor-El. Now, 3 weeks since their departure, Jon has returned. He left a preteen, and what stands before Superman is an approximately 17-year-old Jon Kent, ready to tell the story of what happened and why they must go help Jor-El. Before Jon can really finish the story of his adventure with Jor-El, Superman takes him to one of the Fortress of Solitudes to run some tests on him, which all tests confirm that he is their son and is not sick or suffering from space cancer. But Superman isn't able to finish listening to the story. Now he must let loose some of his anger. He can't believe that it was his own father that robbed him of years with his son. Luckily for Superman, Mongo just so happens to appear, and he is someone who can and deserves to take a punch. So, now feeling better, Superman is ready to hear the rest of the story. Jon continues with the story of how everywhere they went, people were asking for their help, and how he is famous by association of Superman, but the fame didn't ease the situation. Jor-El is struggling with the fact that he and Jon's existence and relationships devise the very science he has devoted his life to. Once Jon is away from his grandfather, he asks for help to get home. Devastated by that, Jor-El agrees to take him home. But on the way, they're sucked into a black hole, and Jon wakes up in front of the crime syndicate of Earth 3. Where have the crime syndicate been? Where is Jor-El? Is there going to be a fight between Superman and the Green Lantern Corps? These are the questions I have for the next issue. Make sure to subscribe to follow my comic book reviews. I feel like if this were any time before 2015, we'd be getting a new series called The Missing 6 Years of Superboy. But I don't think they'll do that now. It would be funny, because I bet he would have returned for like a day or so during the missing 6 years, but had to have left for whatever reason. What I want to know are, what are the odds that Mongo attacks at the same moment Superman leaves to go relieve some stress? And now that we know a Rage Superman can one-hit punch Mongo, I feel like he's no longer a threat. Because I feel like next time, he's gonna read Superman's tweets before showing up on Earth. He better make sure Superman isn't PO'd. Bring some hot cocoa or something for him. Because the way Superman laid him out is embarrassing. I don't think he even left Earth. I think he's asleep outside the Fortress of Solitude. Speaking of which, why didn't one fortress alert the other that it was about to be attacked by a known enemy? Does Superman not have technology for communications that can make it out of the North Pole or Bermuda Triangle? Anyway, back to Superman's rage. The sequel of this story should be called Superman vs. the Green Lantern Corps. There is no way that Superman doesn't just go up to Kilowog and rip his ring finger off his hand. How did a space cop see a miner ask for help to get back home, and the cop not only leaves him there, but doesn't even mention it? And this is a high-profile kidnapping. Apparently, just like on Earth, Superman is the most famous person in the galaxy, not to mention that he and Kilowog are friends. How dare they not say something? There are like 5 different Green Lanterns on Earth. All he had to do was message one of them through the ring and let them know where Superman's son is and that he wants to go home. Anyway, I can't wait, because there has to be some kind of fallout for a friend to ignore your son asking for a ride home? And we all know Superman is royally upset right now. Okay, so I've heard some complaints about how Bendis writes Jon. It doesn't sound like Jon. I say Jon has been gone most of his teenage life. Bendis killed the Jon that we used to have. There's no way he's the same person. I don't get why he still says Pa. I'm sure his adventures with the crime syndicate has changed him from a simple farm boy. The only issues I have with this are the aspects of the story, not the art. The art in this book looks pretty good. So this issue came with 2 covers, an A and a B. The standard original A cover was done by Ivan Reis and Joe Pardo. The variant or B cover was done by Rob Liefeld. And although Superman was angry, I don't think Liefeld should have drawn him. I'm gonna say the main cover is better, but let me know what you think. I have a hard time with Liefeld's work because I can't help but look at the legs, and as you can see, the legs are off with Superman, and I don't like the face that he's making either. Mostly because of making jokes about Mongo, his 2 pages are the best part. Just the cocky look on his face like he came to destroy Superman's home and planet, it's like he had to have a plan to make things different this time. But out of nowhere, Superman comes and just knocks him out, then returns like nothing happened. I feel sorry for Mongo. I bet he wish he could get a do-over. The last page reveal, because the best part of this issue is the possibility of what's to come. I want to see what happened to Jor-El and how Superboy gets away from the crime syndicate. I'm not going to call this comic trash, but I feel like there are some issues with this comic that will end up being untouched, like the Green Lanterns or the Thanagarians, aka Hawk People. But I can't judge this comic based on its unlikely follow-through, so I will optimistically give this comic 5 out of 10. I still can't give this a high rating because I'm not sure of the importance or entertainment value of this issue. There you have it, my review on Superman number 8. Please let me know your thoughts on this comic and video in the comments below. If you like reviews of your favorite comic books, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Until next time, Brian out.